What's up, everybody? Do you see me? Do you hear me? I think it works. Should work. Should work. I'll double check my commands and stuff are working. We're playing Alpha Gaming's music today. Got a little tired of the epidemic sound. Just a little bit. A lot. Stream gut? Wait. Gut? Oh, I thought you were talking about my belly. Because I do have one. Hello, Zoe. Water Aristocrat. Guys, stop asking about Aqua Kings, please. They sound so good in my playlist KD67. Like, Jesus. How divine are Aqua Kings? The divine protein shake is what we should be talking about. Alright, let me update my build command. We're not really building anything today. It's just answering questions and desoldering jelly epoch PCB. I'm actually gonna rebuild my jelly epoch soon. Yeah, because I realized I really like sound. How's my day been? My day's been stressful. As the title of the video shows, I spent the last like hour looking for my GMK DMG, and it was on a board. So what happens is I look for a keycap set. I'm like, oh, it's probably in the tray, you know, the GMK tray. I go grab it, and then all the alphas are gone. I'm like, okay, where is it? Was I lazy? Did I put it in a bag and then put it somewhere, or did I put it on a board and I forgot? So I checked every single board I have built. I have like 2 commissions I need to sound test and send out. I don't have any other like boards. I check in my board like I have like the heavy duty waterproof case for my boards, and there's only 2 other boards in there because I sold off almost everything. Yeah, the unicorn is not on the desk because we're gonna ship the unicorn out to get redone. There was a hint in the Discord what color is gonna be redone, but it's gonna be redone to be a different color because there's an issue with the E-white leading it to yellowing. It was weird. It was like the yellowing makes it look dirty. And I was like, what's going on? Why does it look dirty? Even using isopropyl alcohol didn't come off, and use water, it didn't come off. And I realized like, it has to do with how it's interacting with the environment. Yeah, E-white yellowing. Missing one piece of GMK signs drive me nuts, dude. I melted one. Actually, I did lose a GMK key. I lost number 5 in my GMK Rudy. Yeah, it's yellowing. Actually, it's really unfortunate. My yellowing never happened with my Polaris and didn't happen with my Vega, but it's happening with my unicorn. There's like 3 out of the whatever so E-white unicorn units that are yellowing. I have one of them. The other one got sold, and my friend's interacting with someone who like got the other one. Yeah, Singa's gonna redo it. I have to pay shipping to them. I'm gonna pay the DHL. It's okay. It might cost me $100, but it's going to Malaysia. I don't want it to get lost for any reason, and it's one of my main boards. Wendy says, I finally ordered Tofu 65 aluminum. Nice. Enjoyed modding that thing. It's gonna be fun to mod it. If I'm gonna answer questions today, what should I do? I want to try to put the chat on the screen real quick. Electrophoresis feels like it would chip. It wouldn't chip. Electrophoresis, like Cerakoting, won't really chip. Electrophoresis is something I would trust the most. But once you do electrophoresis, like E-white, you can't really Cerakote it or anodize it after. I think you have to continue doing the electrophoresis. Unless you plan on stripping it completely. Okay, browser. Should I add a chat? Let's see how this works. If I drop this in here. Yeah, no. It's kind of bunk, but
heck yeah, somebody follow.
Okay, let me wait. You're dying up there? Dying why? Because it's hot? Live chat, okay. Is it live now? Why is that showing top chat? How does this work? Here, let me do something. I want to show it on the screen. We're just gonna chill for a little bit today. I'm kind of. We'll talk about it in a second. Dude, it's still just gonna show top chat. Oh, last one. I guess we'll just do this. Can't really do anything about it. Don't try to see if it's like matching with the chat because it's gonna screw with your brain. I guarantee it will. I can't change it because it's not really in a window. I can only pull the URL. What up, J.Keep? Thoughts on Element G67 with F4 PC? If you want it to be less clacky, if you want to be carbon, I have to rebuild it, Timothy, with PCB foam. I can tell you that, but I haven't had a chance. Sorry. All right. Purple aluminum. Tofu is bland looking, but that's why it's cheap. You got a brass plate for the GK68? What's that look like? We're just gonna answer questions today. Let me see what's going on. Let me look that up. GK68. Oh, it's an EPO maker. So I looked it up. You lose things because of stress. You bought a brass plate for this? That's a commitment for a pre-built. But this is at 65%. The sound of a palm plate's deeper. That's something in my teeth. The backspace not lining up. Oh yeah, now they mention it. The backspace is kind of weird. Huh? This is not a 60, right? This is a 60. Why? Oh, they wanted the tilde. They did not need the tilde added. That just made it worse. Marie Kondo, give everything at home. True. It's hard because I live in the place that I work and it gets really complicated. So yeah, I couldn't find the... I need to like compartmentalize. What do I need to do? Streamlabs. I need to turn off the repeating. Message. Okay, primers is turned off. Okay. I don't really trust Infinity at all. All right. What was the last time I did Ask Andy? Okay, we'll start from 6.9. Nice. Can you tax write off all my boards and desks and stuff? I can. To a certain extent, depending on how much money I make. I only do the net cost at the end of the year, what I have spent. And I try to just account for it in that year. I don't like spread it out. There's a term for it. Okay, I need chat ID off. Oh, I know I screwed something up. Stream Deck. I actually switched to my right one. It's gonna swap. There we go. Amortize. Yeah, I'm not gonna amortize keyboards because they don't last that long. They're not really equipment. You like on the far right for use, you can map it. Can you map it? Can you map it in People makers boards. Are boards a business expense? I mean, technically, they're equipment used for content. All right, so let's start the questions. The first question was Jimmy McGill. He asked, what gas did you like better on the E68 Aurora, silicone or poron? I've not tried silicone or poron, but I typically like poron gaskets more in much better words. Or much in more situations. Silicone, I don't love the sound of it. The silicone is deeper than poron, I think. Yeah, what Charles says is right, which is why I wouldn't just like list every single board I buy. But if it was key, like let's say I bought a GMK Pro and made very specific content for that I would. But if it ends up being just personal use and maybe a sound test, not really. Michael asks, how do you think of the Neo Element compared to the Vega? They're very similar, but the Element sounds a little clunkier. It's either one or the other. I really don't like the Vega mounting. The plate being screwed to the top of the case. It's super confusing. Sonotypes asks 7V versus Jelly. 7V looks better, Jelly sounds better. I think it's clear at this point. What's my favorite top mount board? Kai Milligan asks. Top mount? I really like my Arukia right now, but for some reason I really hate the left spacebar on Alice boards. I never leave the top housing in any Switch Chrome. Aizen Nuddles asks, probably won't answer this, but how do you feel about the Jelly Epoch SE being gray and black? Here, I'll pull this up on the screen for you guys. So this was a big oopsie from Lab. So the SE was supposed to be a PVD finish back, and it's not. It's what is this called? Is it stainless steel still? I don't know, but it's not shiny. Yeah, this is the SE, but what's the back now instead of the PVD SS? First name, last name, ask what boards you want to see in the future, mount form factor, or whatever otherwise. There's nothing crazy. I want to see the magnetic mounting if it's done properly. Otherwise, I gravitate towards top mount these days. It's PVD brass instead of stainless steel. Yeah, it was supposed to be shiny, and shiny's nice, which is why I have my current board. Right, shiny. I like the shinies. But yeah, they promised shiny back and then random color, and the random color ended up being gray. It just sucks because it's miscommunication. I don't know how it would be engineered because you kind of need a rectangle. Alice has so many nooks and crannies. If white and black are not colors, it's gray color. Not gonna lie, the tab looking kind of nice though. Hi Reaper. Do you have a diff sound for connecting USB? The board actually makes it sound whenever you think. Practical is gonna be. This is just unfortunate. I don't know if they're offering refunds for people. If I were offered this from the jump, and it was like the same price maybe as the other options, then I'd be okay with it. But given that they had to pay more and they were promised something shiny being the main draw, it just sucks. Etsy, I agree. What was the last book I read? Let me look it up. I didn't finish this book fully. Tools of Titans. I hella recommend. So this is the last book I read. Can make me log in again? Tools of Titans. Bang. Mic is cutting out? What? Oh. I know what it is. How about now? I have it on audio tape. I may just not be talking loudly enough. Yeah, it's my favorite book so far. Yeah, I turned down the noise gate. I should just talk louder or get it in my mouth. Let me see. Get this closer to my mouth. Is Wi-Fi? No. Juicy Pig asks, how long will it take to massage gun to break in creams? Honestly, it varies per switch. For the inks that we were doing when we're breaking in inks to make a V2 as smooth as a V1 or make a V2 more consistent, it didn't take that long because the switches themselves are pretty smooth already. But for something like a cream, it's gonna take longer. It might take a minute and a half per switch. You just gotta test it yourself. Bella Dog or Jelly Epoch Tab? Jelly Epoch Tab, easy. Getting a loop station a good investment? I don't think it's a good investment. It's more flex than anything. But it significantly speed up the process. It makes it easier to deal with. But it all depends on your preference. Like, do you like having, like, doing all those switches at the same time? So all the bottoms housings at once, all the springs at once, all the stems at once, all the top housings at once? Or do you switch by switch where you, let's say, do like 5 or 10 every sitting and just break it out throughout the week? I like to do it all in one go. So the loop station helps for me because I like doing all the bottoms at the same time. I don't like going back and forth between steps. NK65EE is kind of irrelevant because of the plate mount stabs. Hey Hollow from Ask Andy asks, should I get Ergo Clears? I already have a smooth batch of Cherry MX Blacks. Ergo Clears are very different. Juicy Pig. Whoever reacted on Juicy Pig says hi. Yeah, Ergo Clears are tactile. They're just different. I like Ergo Clears, but they are scratchy. I don't think we try to break in to make an Ergo Clear smooth. One band says, what's your personal price cap for how much you would spend on a board? My number is 700. Price cap, yeah, 700. I just bought, my friend was selling a Tengu for under market and I just grabbed that. And mostly it's because my friend and I trust him. We're gonna build it and try it, and then we'll see if it can knock out the Rukia. I doubt it, but the Tengu is gasket. Chapo asks, Neo Element plus G67 or Mode 65? We don't know anything about the Mode 65 yet. I will be getting it next week for a stream next Saturday. I was originally planning on doing it this Saturday on the 19th, but there's delays on the shipping. Did I ever change the styles on my back and aqua spacebar? No. I sent it out to the buyer, Ninja. He said it sounded fine. I'm like, bro, I plugged the butt. I just gave him new stabs to try again. I don't even think it's like a wire thing. Yeah, it would just end up taking it. Maybe it's my spacebar too, because my white and black spacebars kind of suck. Stephen Pham asks, what's my next international trip I want to go to? I really want to go back to Japan, but I feel like we're going to be locked out of Japan for a while. The next game stream will be next Wednesday, Reaper. Mike Tyson says, I have an NK65E and a Voice 65. The stats sound good on both. Screw-on stats rattle as much as plate mount. Plate mount isn't that bad. It depends. Plate mount stabs just sound gross to me. You can tune them to get close, but the best tuned screw-in stab, like a Duroc, is gonna sound better than a plate mount. But if you upgrade the plate mount to like a Duroc, you'll be alright. Hugh Anthony Tech asks, how bad is really a sandwich mount? Think about Alzora GB, but streamer's bash sandwich mount. There's nothing wrong with sandwich mount. One of my best sound tests. 2 of them. Did I even put this on YouTube? Or sandwich mounts? Let's see. think you get the point, but that is the sandwich mount. Sounds pretty good in my opinion. Kaluze asks how am I today? I am stressed today, which is why I was losing stuff. Couldn't find DMG for the longest time, but I got some things accomplished for the wedding, which is booking the hotel for the night of. One little thing. I need to do more. I need to get stuff done. I'm not going to the gym today because I went back to back. I did like bench, squat and bench in the same night. Next morning did deadlift. So the delayed onset muscle soreness is here. I feel it when I cough, my back hurts. It's tender. That feeling of going back to the gym for the first time. Wham Bam says, getting married? Congrats. Yes, in October. I haven't tried Zaku. What does she think of him? So this is the sound test that makes banana splits what they are? Nah. Freaking TikTok. Ninja says, Japan gonna be closed until Q2 2022 at this rate? Yeah. International travel is a bit of a pipe dream at this point. But the plan for the original plan for the honeymoon was supposed to be Vietnam and Thailand to Vietnam and Philippines. My fiance said, excuse me? We couldn't plan anything. It was a pandemic. We couldn't plan anything if we even wanted to. Sandwich mount is basically super hard bottom out. Yeah, it feels stiffer. What is the moon?
Heck yeah, somebody follow.
What is that moon keyboard? The one with the shiny back. Moon tower. Banana split's almost at the human limit for the GB. I don't know why people are tripping about that. Wait, this board is a gasket mount? This board feels so stiff. Interesting. Yeah, so my buddy lent me this board to try. This is the moon tower. I showed it on the stream once. It's PC, stainless steel back, shiny AF. But it felt like a sandwich mount to me, just like typing on it without looking at the spec. Aluminum plate, O-ring, gasket mount, and friction fit. What? Yo, that felt so stiff. The sound too. Yeah, it's a gummy mount. Close, I agree. People are tripping about banana splits. Am I Nam or Bucky? I don't know. I always forget. Yeah, ask me this to read a word. What's up, DZ types? That is how you spell it. I don't like the Q. Q spacebar is kind of whack. Oop, too close. So yeah, back to the questions. Someone asked, what was the weight of the Sun 68 with the brass weight? Like 3 poundish? Probably. Zoidberg? I'm not sure. I feel like that stream is still up. Have I tried a PP plate? Adi asks. I have. I like nylon plates more. Try it in the Profit. TikTok is prime real estate if you want to promote a product? Yeah, even if it's bad. How to make money, get a Switch hype on TikTok and sell said Switch profit. I made a review on the Voice 65, Saraf. You can take a look at that on YouTube. I'm gonna get a Mode 65 to look at and have the option to buy it. I don't know if I will. We'll see how it sounds. I don't know if I need it. I have a plume coming next month. I have a gray plume, the most boring color. But I have a plume coming, so I don't think I need a Mode 65. The Mode 65, they have a preset. I have the same colorway as the one Teja's getting. And we're doing retooled MX blacks on aluminum. Dragon, you're wrong. People don't do research, they just see whatever's popular online. Later, Ed. Have a good day. Have a good day at work. Lavender is ugly on boards, like the color. Best silent linears. I just use alpacas. But there's boba gums too from Gazoo. No, I don't get to keep the Mode 65. Mode 80 wasn't free either. PZ Pav's ass. Use screw and Durock stabilizers. And it wasn't too flexy. I'm not sure. Let me read it fully. He said, PZ Pav's ass says, hello, it is so late or early that I can hear the birds. I use screw and Durock stabilizers with my Bakaneko, and after fully building it, I realized that it isn't too flexy. I'm not sure it is how it's supposed to be. After skipping, I found out at the very beginning of the build guide that only the snap-in stabilizers work since it interferes with O-ring. Do you really think it would make that much big of a difference? I removed everything and replaced my current Durock stabs with provided cherry stabs. I feel like you wouldn't be able to get it in. Like, how did they get it in? It definitely interferes. I'm interested in the frog by Gion DZ. I just don't know if I'll be able to buy it. Definitely want to test it. J1's supposed to be coming next month. Ooh, the 65. Are bubblegum smooth? Yeah. I mean, if it's smooth, but there's the sound of the spring usually, and that's what you hear. So it's not like clean. I prefer a lube linear to a silent linear. To a lube regular linear versus a lube silent linear. Where's the best place to purchase switches? Dan Keeves, a channel affiliate, has a lot. Let's see. Where are the best retool MX blacks and browns? I mean, they're all the same right now. Does the command even work? There you go. The jelly's not worth 1,000. There's no board worth 1,000. I did a review on the jelly too. There's zero reason anyone should pay $1,000 for a keyboard. How TD so what plate switch combinations sound the best? Like what combo will get a pop sound? I think we talked about this in the server. I don't know what pop means. I'm guessing talkie is the deeper sound and pop would be the clackier sound. I'm not affiliated with Prime KB. Nice though. $500 Polaris with stats, cop or job? Probably cop. That sounds pretty fair. I don't even think there's a code with Prime KB. Keyboards can be 1K if you're rich and don't even know how much a bag of spinach costs. Yeah. You have like a maid and a cook and a chef and someone to walk your dog. The vibes are alright today, Weebrum. Well, I'm dealing with a lot. I did a lot of admin work today where I had to make sure I set up my LLC, and I apparently didn't. Just have to make sure I do that so I can have a company and pay myself a salary. And it's a lot of paperwork and a lot of forms I have to fill out. I did get health insurance today because my fiance said I can't ride a one wheel until I get health insurance. So we gotta get that health insurance. So we did. My buddy Steven's gonna lend me his one wheel tomorrow. Can you move my car? The garage is closed. Please. The garage is locked. The door is broken. It wasn't open. Can you check? It was locked. Huh? It was blocked. Wing Gang LLC. And we called it Andy Nguyen Media. I think it was the most generic name. I had set up something for an EIN back then, and I thought I had an LLC, but I couldn't look up any documents. I couldn't search up the LLC in my state, so I figured I didn't do the LLC, and I just like went through some backdoor route to get an EIN number or EIN. So I'm gonna scrap the old EIN. I'm gonna start filing everything under the new LLC, Andy Nguyen Media. Health insurance is definitely expensive, but there's some help for me right now because I had lost my job. So there's a little bit of assistance from the government. You check if it unlocks, just peek. I can do it later. I'll do it later. If I get a ticket, I'll tell the complex the freaking garage wasn't working. My buddy just broke his clavicle on that thing. Yeah, Ninja, it's definitely a dangerous toy. But like the thing people say about the one wheel is if you don't listen to the machine when it tells you that you shouldn't go any faster, That's how you get jacked up. There are some people that claim the motor just like stops spontaneously, which feels a little sus. If there's a alright, Esteban, since you keep putting the middle finger, you're getting the fuck out of here. Sorry, peace out. You don't really talk anyway. Goodbye. Homie keeps putting middle fingers and it keeps going through my moderator. Idiot. Yeah, dog was getting comfy in the back. Hope the wedding is fun when it comes around to it. I'm sure it will be. I hope so. Planning it sucks though, actually. Wigade, where can you buy MX Blacks and Browns? I mean, any store. Check Divinity if you're in the West Coast. How's the new diet? Dude, I'm so hungry all the time. Last night, I ate some keto cookies that night and then I realized snacks don't do anything where you're actually hungry from lifting. I'd rather just have another meal where I base it off of like a lean protein and some carbs to actually have sustenance rather than snack on something that's probably high in calories and not worth it. The KBD D60 Lite sounds pretty good. Check the YouTube VOD. Is a Wuche Switch Studio Switch Puller worth it? Yeah. Just eat air, that's the man's way. Or just drink water every time you're hungry. A lot of times you feel hungry and you want a snack. It's just thirst. And you know we thirsty. Nutrition help. I don't know how damaged my freaking metabolism is. Because at one point I was able to get to shredded six pack at 154 pounds, but I walk around at 175. So I was pushing it and I was holding that too long. And my maintenance calories was like 1800, and to lose any more I would have had to go down to 1700. And I think what I did me doing that in college broke me. Apples are good. One, they do something similar to caffeine where it wakes you up. Two, there's a lot of fiber in it and it just feels kind of satisfying, and it's a process to eat it. You can't just inhale an apple, so you often take the time to eat it and you will feel a little bit fuller. The lion diet, basically only meat, like raw meat. Sailor. Hot food usually makes me feel less hungry. Yeah. The problem with drinking water when you feel hungry is that you start peeing too much. Lower the blood sugar. How do you lower the blood sugar? I can't break my metabolism. I can reduce my maintenance calories too fast though. I just don't know if I'm recovered, or maybe I'm just sensitive to carbs in general. Because unless I really monitor my carbs and or have high activity, losing weight is a little bit of a struggle. I can do it if I track my macros, but no one wants to live like that. Apples lower the blood sugar? Okay. I'm allergic to apple peel. Wait, just the peel twisted bait? GMK per number? That wasn't my favorite set. Isn't that the one with like Solarai with like the yellow alphas? Sake sound usually comes out of EPPT or CRP, so PBT. Yeah, actually, definitely. I definitely don't drink enough water, to be honest. Let's see if I can show you guys what my 154 pounds look like. I gotta scroll back hella from this Instagram. How do you fix overloop switches? You throw them out. Or just sell it with the caveat that it's overlooped. Because cleaning it out and relubing, I'd rather just buy new switches. D60 Lite sounds a little bit better than the KBD67 Lite. But the D60 doesn't come with a case. The KBD67 does. I'm not really into buying new GMK at the moment. Those wait times are ridiculous. Alright, Tom Paul asks, thoughts on the Sennheiser MKE 200 or 400 mics? So I'm gonna pull those up. Those are actually really good mics that I was looking into. If you don't know about these microphones, they are upgrade shotgun microphones. Nice little short chilled one. This is a competitor to what I had before, which was Rode Video Micro. This is also a banger mic, and in some instances this mic sounds better. It's a $59 microphone with a windscreen. I used to I still have a Shure SM7B. I like the sound more. How do you minimize noisy upstroke on the spacebar? Films usually help with that. I feel like when it switches in film, it kind of sounds noisier. 3 months, Hunt Ninja. Should I start tracking macros in July to hit the wedding? Yesterday I had two chicken breasts, 2 full-on ones, Kirkland size, so you know they have those crazy hormones in them. About 3 cups of rice, some veggies. I drank a lot of carbonated water, trying to make it feel more full. And I ended up getting another half cup of rice and an egg, and probably 2 servings of keto cookies. I could probably enter that into MyFitnessPal. Tracking macros also helps you understand how much food you're actually eating too. I recommend it for anyone that's serious about fitness to do it once, at least once, using a full-on scale and everything. So yeah, the MKE200 Rode Video Micro and the MK400. MK400 is really cool mic that I would love to use. Costco meat is the way to go. Costco meat is so cheap. Triple those veggies, man, I hate frozen veggies. You need to lose 30 pounds, and how long, Alberto? Calorie counting so obnoxious what got me to lose 30 pounds in the past? Definitely, but that's how I got my 6-pack. So this is probably close to my Deity D3 Mic Pro, or V3? V3. The auto on and off is really useful. The low cut filter helps when you're outside. It's just an interesting microphone overall.
Heck yeah, somebody follow.
For like a one-use microphone that covers everything, I would consider getting this, yeah. It can connect to a phone. Vlogging, do people still vlog? Flavored carbonated water with no sweeteners or sugar is sublime. Yeah, with no sugar. Liqueur life, man. Yeah, you can look at reviews of this, but I looked at it too. If I were buying a new mic, I would most likely consider this one at $200. The short microphone is fine too. For a sound test, I do prefer, for indoor usage, I like shotgun microphones kind of boomed above the keyboard. It gives the best sound in my opinion. Most accurate sound. You just average it out, David. Some of the entries are definitely sus, but if you understand calories, you can tell when, if they say a like In-N-Out burger is like 150 calories, you know that's wrong. Just know that's wrong. All right. So yeah, that microphone's pretty good. I use a Rode Video Micro for my early sound test. I used to cook more like raw broccoli and just boil it and then salt it and eat it, but I always get stuck in my teeth. 30 pounds by October, so that's like 10 pounds a month. That's doable, but that's gonna be hard to keep up. 15 to 20 pounds is more doable, but 30 pounds is a lot depending on where you are right now. Drone recommendations. I recommend not buying one because the restrictions right now are stupid. Bok choy is pretty good. Just throw some soy sauce on there. Like in Canada, I don't even know if you can still fly regularly anymore. I will be the first shooter for the wedding on Friday. Will be flying a drone. The Part 107 requirements are being kind of alleviated. Yeah, this is live. Ewa. Canada, they relieved it, because I remember before we had to do all these extra steps. It was pretty much killed DJI in Canada. How many calories does butter basting a steak at? Okay, this is 154 pounds. 154. You can see like there's very minimal thickness to my arms. But to get that, had to be post-workout, it had to be dry. And it required 1800 calories, which is completely ridiculous for someone that is 5'8". I don't want to return to that at all. I look sickly at 145, 154 pounds. Yeah, 165 is where I like walking around at. 170 is probably my ideal, where I still have mass. After I get under there, I'm cutting away at so much of my mass. So 154 was all-time low. Let me see if I can show you what a 170 looks like. So this is 170. I may have gotten 70 extras. That's 170. Less sickly. I competed in a 165-pound weight class. What else is representative? Yeah, but the reality is, as a powerlifter, I always look soft. Like, I don't look crazy. The legs are where all my mass is. Banana splits? Banana splits. Bro, freaking banana splits too. My mass is all in my back and my legs. Thank you, Elias. I'm lucky to have mass. A lot of people have trouble getting mass. Oh, dude, I miss having these kind of arms, bro. Bro, who is that? What? I miss that, bro. I'm looking at my old Instagram. Big legs are a given. Yeah, definitely. I was a powerlifter though. I didn't do any hypertrophy. Yeah, I used to post a bunch of like my weight, so 171, it looked like that. I used to be really into fitness. Where's the early doggo photo? I'm honestly not sure how John Jones can compete at UFC with those legs. John Jones. Let's see. This guy? There's no photos of his legs. It's all his upper body. As a wrestler, when I was cutting weight, I always had still had massive legs. Yeah, for sure. I didn't actually lose any thickness in my legs throughout the pandemic. I measured. And so since I'm going back to the gym, we'll be able to get close to this again. This is 165. This is like 170, 175. This is one that has tracking macros. John Jones powerlift. My weakness is my chest. Oh my god, what? That's pretty small. I was the Peter and Eater mascot for one time. We shared that costume. It smells like piss inside that, by the way. It's absolutely disgusting. I wanted to throw up. But yeah, I wore it one time. It's just, ugh, it's so gross. They don't really wash that thing. They just air it out. It's so gross. Oh, whoever does if it fits your macros, bro, look at this. Barbecue chicken pizza. I used to post everything. 140 calorie, 140 carbs, 77 protein, 49 grams fat. I went to UCI. My deadlift's 540 max at 175. Elias, I definitely agree, but you need to track it one time to understand like what you can eat. Like you need to know how much damage you're gonna do when you go out to eat at, let's say, a In-N-Out versus a Cheesecake Factory and stuff like that. Look at baby Jackson, man. See? He's so small. How much test trend? Just look at my shoulders. I don't have the shoulders to be on any kind of assistance like that. Except when there's a pump. This lasts like 5 minutes though. But that's definitely natty shoulders. I do collect watches. Seiko's my favorite. But if you go far enough back, I was way skinnier. I used to just post random stuff. Some thickness here. This was pretty cool. This is no leg drive overhead press from what 10 by 135. I don't know how I was able to do this. Do I have a shark custom? I don't. Yeah, the reality of like someone who powerlifts is this is how I look normally, dude. OHP is amazing, but I never really got the bench press benefits from it. All right, a few more questions. Let's see. Dysfunctional Squid asks, what are you going to do when I run out of ink V1s? I never will, because I sell off boards and I keep my switches. Dumbbell overhead press? Yeah, I have. Have you seen people those that inject oils into their muscles? D-Bowl? Is that D-Bowl Reaper? Yeah, it looks disgusting. Humberto asked, to be honest, if you've posted fitness stuff, I'd watch. I do plan on like expanding beyond keyboards. Slowly. I might have to make like a vlog channel where I do more variety stuff and kind of just focus on primarily keyboards on the main channel. We'll see what I do. Dude, you guys gotta watch this. This is my first time on hit 500. $510. I hit 495 before. CrossFit stream. I don't have space, so I actually work out in my space. Yeah, I definitely have to make a second channel. I'm realizing that. Sad. Yeah, back to the questions. AVS Lee asks, are Durac V2s and Evercloud V2 the same thing, or one of them better? They're the same thing for stabilizers. Phil asks, what I think Aqua switches, I was thinking of putting them in my plateless KD67 Lite. Do you think they'll be a good combo? God damn it. Thank you, J-Tane. And so much fitness with keyboard enthusiasts. I know Lena, but I don't know anyone else. Hi, Master LM. I'm doing alright. Lena could destroy me, but one RM, I'll be here, but I think she has the shoulder flexibility that I have nowhere near. Because I can't do all of this. Jeffy, am I supposed to be hearing switch scratch after looping if I put it up to my ears? It depends if you care. A lot of switches, dude. If you don't hear it when you're sitting normally at this height, don't worry about it. Hamaji's also into fitness. He's a little bit younger. I think he's into it for a certain level, but there's like competition level. So there's like general fitness, which I think Hamaji will fall under, which a lot of like young males are into, but not everyone progresses to the next level where they start focusing specifically for a certain sport. For me, the sport is powerlifting. I went from general fitness into a little bit of bodybuilding, and then I specialized in powerlifting for most of my like fitness career. Then I competed, I won, and then I realized like the whole system was a bit of a cash grab, so I didn't continue competing. Quality of the food and the calories and the proteins that are in the food. Yeah, you can get like low calorie food, but if it's not going to make you feel good, if you feel lethargic or you feel kind of sickly or get headaches, low calorie isn't worth it. You got to get like good calories in, which is why people suggest doing sweet potatoes rather than like straight up rice. There are benefits, but in terms of like straight up losing weight, as long as the calories are low, you can lose weight. Do you know about God's biceps? He's also a competitive powerlifter. I think he makes funny gaming videos. No, I haven't heard of them. Would I rather get a 7V or a jelly for my collection? 7V looks cooler. I just sold a board that looked cool, but didn't sound that good. And the board I'm typing on today, which is the Juby, feels really good and sounds pretty good. And for whatever hollowness this has, I like this more than the iron. Give it a quick listen. I do not do anything with my 2Us. These are S-Craft Artisan. I have 2 music things here. I did. I'm trying to delete this little thing here. It's a little... There you go, found it. Zoe says, I heard you're the #1 Aqua King fan. Cat! Bordsy calls the Bakaneko the Baconator 60. I use 205G0 or SXT. I use the SXT on my 2Us. I do not use just 205G0. Alright, next question. Jolteon asks, opinions on my custom keyboard, what can be improved? I don't really review people's keyboards like that, because honestly, if you ask me to actually critique your board, I will make you cry. More likely than not. Like, I'll make you regret building it. I don't want to do that to you, so don't ask me. If you ask me to like listen to a sound test in the channel, I'm gonna say it sounds good, unless there's like something completely wrong, like an interference sound. I'm not gonna really say anything. I'm getting a Mode 65 Pro though. We're building it next stream. The Juby is plateless. Kinkers. The arrow keys as 1U win key is 200 IQ. Yeah, definitely. That is the move. You gotta do it. You just gotta do it. So what we're talking about is right here. I make this a toggle and this now becomes arrow keys. Or no, you're talking about just the keycaps? That's just an aesthetic thing, and I don't know if I actually have a 1U win key here. Am I gonna get frog? I mean, I'll try. Ninja says, even if it's one you built for me. Yours sounded good, dude. The Space 65 sounded good. Must have inks V1s or 3 out of 10. Mike Tyson says, make him cry. I'm not gonna make someone cry. If you think 70 grams are heavy earth, try 65. I play games at times, Joey. Isn't the frog a regular restock? Well, dude, it's a regular restock, but it's gonna be like, it's a big hype. So will you be able to get in the first try? I don't know. Phoenix asks, Milmax sockets or desoldering gun investment? It depends. There's very different use cases, because every time you desolder a PCB, you're kind of killing one of the 9 lives. And whereas Milmax, if you have an extra PCB and you Milmax it, you can do the testing and then not desolder your main PCB as much. That's usually the recommendation. The Yeti stream will happen after I get through these subathon builds, because the Yeti GB isn't starting until next month. I'm a little behind. Killen asks, what is my favorite group buy board for a keyboard kit coming up in the next few months? Preferably $500 and under. Everything is $500 and under. But I can't tell you my favorite is because I'm very much against group buys. So it's S-Craft and I have like is it Prime? Could be Prime caps. So these are S-Craft. Let's get closer. This is a Farderson. I forgot where it came from, but these are S-Craft Pokemon. So that's Bulbasaur, Charmander, Squirtle, Pikachu, Jigglypuff, Snorlax, Gengar, Magikarp, and my fiance stole my cat artist, my cat lat. So I just put a Prime caps here. It's not even the right height. I just don't want to buy more artisans. I've not looked at the Strato 65, so I'm not sure what that is. Can I look at the Type K IC? I mean, there's not much to say about that, and it's a big ass Ergo keyboard that should be a bit more comfortable. Until we actually get like a sound test of it. No. Do we have a sound test of it? The server crashed. Yeah, the way S-Craft runs it, I was actually able to buy before the sale went live because they don't really check on that kind of thing. I have a Rukia Alice layout. Is it more comfortable when gaming? It's the same thing as like slightly tilting your keyboard. So like with this, you want to tilt like this. An Ergo is already at the angle. Or an Alice is already at the angle. I'm supposed to be looking at the Southpaw 75 V2, but the runner just kind of went MIA. But I have a Southpaw 75 V1, which is an F4 case. Having the numpad on the left is interesting, but I didn't like that board specifically because there's no blocker. So like you see how there's a blocker right here on the Southpaw 75 V1. The numpad went up against the left mod, so it was like kind of cramped. You'd rather make your own artisans? I mean, you can. There's kits on novel keys, right? Not yet. Yeah, they definitely ran it before the designated time. Some people got lucky, some people didn't. All right, I think for the most part, that's all the questions I got. I finally found my Epoch badge. Lucky. I am going to desolder a PCB. I'm gonna stream for an hour, but I'll just spend the last 10 minutes desoldering. I'll probably rebuild it off stream because I built this enough. Here is the cursed PCB. You want to change the leaf from the other switches where that affects sound. It'll affect feel. It'll mostly affect feel. I don't have time to rebuild today. I spent too much time streaming. Like yesterday we streamed twice, 2 hours each. I'm a little exhausted, which is why I'm just gonna desolder for now. Do you know of any keyboards that are good, have a numpad that are in stock? Look for a Rect 1800 restock. That's like the quintessential best board with a numpad. Can you build without the shims? It depends. You just want to check if your stabs are wobbling. If the screws are too long and the stabs aren't tight, you want to use the shims to kind of basically take up the space in the screw. Prevail has an acrylic 1800 kit, but it's like 160 full build. That's not bad. I would definitely rather get a Rect 1800 though. Favorite sounding top mount board? Not really sure. My Aru is a top mount, but without the silicone plate layer. Sounds a bit hollow. More hollow than the Juby. The Rukia is really nice, but it is a PC case, so it doesn't have too full of a sound. I love the Lin whale sound, but that is a sandwich mount, not a top mount. Zombumon 1800 gonna be lit. Didn't this is that the SAR? Didn't people say the SAR? Someone linked the SAR sound test and it just sounded kind of meh. You've never understood MX Blacks? They sound very clacky and clean on aluminum. And if you run in a TKL, it masks some of the scratchiness, which is kind of the move. Yeah, someone linked me a SAR sound test and it just sounded very, very cheap. I'm gonna change the mic to NVIDIA broadcast. Yeah, the SAR is pretty expensive. So when I say curse is because when I was doing this board, people were curious about various switch sounds, so I just ran it a bunch of random stuff. Creamy middle pitch stocky guy, yeah. So you'll want boards that have a Poron, based out of Poron basically. It's very popular right now. The OGs are all mad because they're like, oh, you don't like top mount? I can appreciate both. Was a good board to build with clickies? I don't know, Disco. I'm guessing a sandwich mount or even integrated plate, it doesn't really matter. Most of your sound's gonna come out of that click bar. Okay, I need to bring this down. Okay, better. I'm a little bored of it too. I don't really daily my Vega. When you have a lot of gasket, it ends up masking a little bit of the switch sound. What did Teha build the Tomo with the first time? People are saying it doesn't sound deep. I honestly do expect something bigger than a 65 to sound deeper. And the mounting is at top. Didn't he do with H1s? H1 aluminum? Yeah, that's gonna be a very clacky sound. But what's the mounting is top, right? H1 on alu isn't bad. I like the 7V look over the Tomo. But one of them has the brand. Top mount, I expect top mount of that size to be a deep sound.
Somebody follow.
So after the stream today, I will be taking down my camera and preparing it for tomorrow's wedding. Yeah, if it's a top mount board that's compatible with Gummy O-Ring, it doesn't really make a big difference. Because it's already designed for top mount. Versus like a friction fit Gummy O-Ring. Shit, is it jamming? Bro, you jamming already? What the hell already? Is less foam, less creamy? Yeah. That's why people say when there's a lot of foam in a build, they're like, oh, that's a foamy sound. Or when people do case foam, they're like, oh, now all you hear is the foam. There's some truth to it. Thank you, Elias. Like the mode 80 with all the foams, yeah. But the mode 80, even with all the foams, has a very distinct sound. And I think it's a good example of what a gasket sounds like. So you either love it or you hate it, but you gotta be honest with yourself. A lot of people love it. You 4T or Holy Bobas or Holy Pandas? You 4T over Holy Pandas. What's good about Gazoo switches is that the manufacturing tolerances are so tight that you honestly don't even need to lube a lot of the switches, or the switches at all, because the slider and the rail stem slider and housing rails are so clean with not a lot of pitting in the surface itself that you don't gain smoothness out of lubing. You do gain sound if you're trying to go for a thocky sound. But if you're just chasing like smoothness and you kind of like the loud tactile experience, don't worry about it. What's up, Tai Tai? What is my jelly build preference regarding using the 3 pieces of foam? I would pull out all the foam, P. Cause like I think we come to the realization that that PE layer, you know, the black by the Winky, is the driver for the sound. I am a little bit tired of too gaskety, so I do no case foam, no plate foam. But you may need the case foam because of the flexibility of the PCB, because it's gonna bottom out easily without case foam. So definitely skip the PCB foam in my opinion. Hamaji did a Sun 68 stream on YouTube. The tofu corn build happened yesterday on Twitch. If you sit through this, I'll unbox. I'll unbox one of the boards I got recently. So don't run away. He unlisted YouTubers unlist build VODs to retain their retention. Just like how we talked about, if you do separate kind of content, you want a second channel. Because people don't watch VODs all the way through, I feel like my audience does. Because I'm getting like people commenting on very specific parts of the build stream that are unrelated to the sound test and review at the end. But most people on YouTube do not watch through VODs. So unlisting it keeps it accessible for people who have the link. The best move is to make a secondary playlist that links all the VODs. So that shows it up if you click the playlist or go on the channel homepage. But in terms of making it hit your inbox, it's really difficult to be justified via the algorithm. So that's probably why he unlisted it. Yep, Kalazea, you're correct. Right now my numbers are dropping. Partially because of summer and partially because I probably need to step it up. But it's all good. I had to delete the YouTube Studio app on my phone. I was checking my stuff way too much. Thank you, Tai Tai. I try to maintain a conversation throughout the entire build stream. That's just my style. You shouldn't catch me just not talking. I try not to just have like dead air like that. VODs for background music, yeah. It makes you feel like you're not alone. It's definitely a thing. Either that or like the lo-fi chill hop girl. Thank you, Tia. Yeah, California reopened and I definitely got a gym membership trial right starting the day reopened. I'm most likely gonna commit to Crunch Fitness. 24 is too much of a cash grab and they go in and out of bankruptcy. It's not vastly different durations, people just don't watch VODs all the way through. So. But if you have short videos and long videos and people stay engaged through all of it, yeah. But YouTube, most people edit their videos in such a way that to maintain audience, retain their audience throughout the process. Whereas a VOD is pretty live and not as engaging all the way through. Thank you, Wendy. I'm just very tech-based. I'm very business-minded. So streaming and kind of letting you all behind the curtain as to what it takes and why I do the things I do, it's kind of natural for me. I try to keep it out of the weeds so that most people can understand what's going on. Yeah, and Hippie is doing very well on YouTube. I have a tough time because I do both Twitch and YouTube. And streaming on both platforms leaves me very little time to make an edited video. I try my best, but it's really tough. YouTube algorithm is ruthless. Thank you, Bobby. I'm consistent. And I am very comfortable with flirting or like towing the line of burnout. It's stressful, but I know how to navigate it. I've often worked in stressful environments. Dystopia, that's what YouTube rewards. So you have to do the pog faces. Cause it's what works. And when your business is based off of the algorithm, you gotta do what the algorithm rewards. Yeah, within the first like hour, it determines the trajectory of your video, which is why some YouTubers often change thumbnails and titles after that first hour. So the performance in the very beginning is very important. So if you guys get a noti for one of my videos, if you click right away and watch it through or even let it play through, it actually helps a lot. Because YouTube like kind of tests the waters, so to say, to see if the video is going to be a banger. If it's not a banger in the first few hours, they're not going to share it with the rest of your subs. They only share it to a certain amount of your subs in the very beginning. The shorts got pretty big numbers. Shorts just don't pay, dude. Not at all. He was streaming a lot. Also, community tab, like making posts, helps a lot too. Yeah, shorts isn't really for entertainment. It's for people with short attention spans. YouTube is just trying to eat up all these smaller platforms. Wendy's, what are you asking? When you unsolder, can you tell on the switch connectors? The pole meta, yeah. Just do any pole and it'll blow you up. Too far, they can't see. So I'm thinking for my final build in the Jelly Epoch, I need to do a clacky switch. That is not MX Blacks because I hate hyper guides. Stagnant, yeah. A lot of YouTube keyboard content creators or keep creators on YouTube are doing like that story. I did this because of this. I did this. This is why I did this. This is, and that's what YouTube is kind of rewarding at this point, which is not what I do. I could do SB stars. I would have to lube. If I use my SB stars, I have to lube another set. Probably though. No, I can't do Doji. I don't like Doji-Con that much. It's just kind of boring. Regular OJWK. If I had a set of lubed H1s, I'd probably throw it in here. Wendy Brown says, on the bottom of the switches, can you tell they have been unsoldered? Yeah, you can tell switches are desoldered because you can see silver. So you see how that silver pins are copper. So I can tell you, I can show you. So here is a stock switch, never desoldered, right? You see how it's like a brown? And here is a desolder, which is a silver now. You're welcome. Does my Discord server filter but out newer accounts? Yes, it does, Skip. I think it has to be live for a few days. If a mod is live, I can have him like change it. Because I get trolls, unfortunately, and it ruins it for everybody. It will come through just to fuck with the server. Let me see if so guys, I got tab or something. One second. Base. Howdy, I'm Karu. I can show you guys 2 boxes. I got 2 things in today. What stat mods tuning to do for my current builds? Holy mod the spacebar and XHT BDZ for 2U. Okay. Ninja, you still in the chat? Howdy hey everyone really sounds like how not Hamaji, Hippio addresses his audience at the beginning of every stream. Brass is usually better. I 205G0 my spacebar with Holy Mod. I use 205G0 with the Holy Mod because it's a little tight in there with the XHT BDZ. Alright, Ninja. I got your package. You're the goat, dude. Hey, look. Lulu, baby. Pants. This is stretchy. Imagine if I touched the iron and just melted the pants before it warmed. Thank you, Ninja. I appreciate it. It's gonna be so comfy. The premium. Goated. Looks good to dance on those pants. I'm very hesitant to dance in pants because I go on my knees a lot. Pause. And I would wear out the knees. Actually, yes, I have. I've turned on my PC before, and I feel like my capture cards draw too much power, and it just starts bootlooping. Do a windmill stretch check. Oh my god. I'll probably clear 1 mil and then also break my ankle. Free hemming at Lulu. Okay. If I drop a switch, I don't know where it went. Oh. I found the switch and also a Milmax socket. Cool. Did I clear all my desoldering? First try? I think we're doing good so far. Alright, actually. I clean and jerked 185 pounds in those pants. I should take it to the gym. I should have my Lulu top that I wore yesterday's stream, as well as Lulu pants, and just start squatting. I think squatting would be good. Do I need a bra? I do. I get under boob sweat. Alright. We cleared our switches. Look at that, dude. Look at the professional. First try. You also saw me do it live. Easy. Easy. That's why I get paid the big bucks to build your boards. I'm just kidding. I fuck up every single stream. I'm surprised I didn't fuck up this one. Are E-coatings smoother to the touch in anodized cases? Yes, EG. They are. Save your knees. Nothing worse than being unable to walk in my old age. Yeah. What can I really do about it? Like, not squat? I gotta squat. The booty demands tribute. Maybe I don't have to squat 400 plus. If I'm single, it's because I have a spending problem. Yeah. My fiance does not agree with the one wheel I'm gonna be getting. What? What? Yeah. I got my health insurance. I paid for it today. Am I clear? That's the only reason why I bought health insurance. Yeah. But I can't get injured until July 1st. So I have to be very careful for 2 weeks. If I break something, I'm screwed. Wait, why wouldn't I write it until July 1st? That's whack. I don't like the idea. Bobbity, no lie, she literally thinks all the keyboards look the same. The Voice 65 EY isn't smooth. It should be smooth. My favorite shorts length? What are the options again? I have to go longer because my thighs are so thick. It just makes it right up, so when I sit down and I stand up, it makes every short look shorter. It's pain. 5, 7, 9. I need to do 9s. I've been doing 7s. It's too short. Okay. I guess it's almost unboxing time. Y'all love to see people waste their money, right? You want to live vicariously through me as I blow my wad on things I don't need. Would that be an accurate statement, chat? You're like 5-inch? I do too, but my fiance gets embarrassed when I'm out with it. Like, Hey, put those away. It's also bad because my thighs are very light. So this is probably a 9-inch, so it's probably fine. But when I sit, it does that, and then it gets up to here, and that's a little too much because my boxer briefs are like to here. There are times if I wear like a 7-inch, my boxer briefs will be longer than where the short ride's up to, and that's not good. All right, I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna grab the boards to unbox. 2 minutes. All right. First one. We'll start with the less hype one for the first one. Still big hype. Let me cut the label off real quick. God, this board's been flipped so much, there's like 4 labels on it. Hold on. Oh. I can track how many hands is exchanged. It went to one of my friends and then he sold it to my other friend. And now it came to me. It's hilarious. Can I even close this? Ugh. There we go. Now we're clear. Now we're clear. Ink goes out of the wedding? Probably. I need to stay aired out, man. I'm really concerned. I gotta get like a nice suit, wool, so I don't sweat like crazy. Cause wool breeds. Polyester does not. So don't have no cheap Macy's suits at the wedding, bro. I'm gonna be renting from Fire Tux. I don't know. We'll see if I can wear mine. Nice, David. My suit supply. Suit supply? Yeah, I have a suit supply suit too. I don't know if I want to commit to a linen suit. You know, chino's okay. I like suit supply more. Okay. But yeah, this is it. That was anticlimactic. What is this gunk on it, bro? Oh, that better not be on the board. Linen drape's kind of bad. Yeah, it's kind of chunky all the time. You can super chat in the first dance. Maybe. We'll see what it can do. Shine a black light on it, bro. It's not. So this is the Tengu. The curves here are kind of sick. Black and gold. No cloth on this, bro. We'll throw one of the cloths I bought from Amazon into here. Protect. So I'll be building this sometime. Just experimentation. Yeah, it's nice because I only have a PC Alice. So I have a piece, one of these PCBs, and I have another one. So this is a white PCB. What plate did he give me? Polycarb? No, this is FR4. Have you ever seen translucent FR4? The cloth is in my kit, if you're interested. And the tried and true aluminum plate. You can't use any Alice plate because this is gasket mounted. Regular Alice plates are top mount. Tapping angle, that is pretty. I'm not sure. Can someone check, please? Case screws and stuff. The bear has arrow keys, right? Well, that's number 1. Black. Who wants to guess what the next one is? The Tango is going to be a mini USB. It has to be. You may take another PCB, but you may have to mod. 7-degree typing angle? Okay. Alright, let's try to take off the label of this one. That'll do. 21mm front height. That's not the best, but it'll be fine. Will a typical 65% case fit an Alice keyboard? Alice keyboards are more like closer to TKL, young Antoine. So probably not. Imagine if I just show you keycaps. Alright, let me check for invoices. Just packing. Let me double check. I don't think they're gonna invoice, but let me check this. Is the keyboard. Tony was right. Yeah. I have an extra PCB. We have to do plateless. Can someone link whatever like sticky thing the cover for the back is? Bump-ons, the little thing. I just built 2. In here is a polycard plate, which I will not be using. You should have woken up, man. I woke up, it was so early. Yours arrived yesterday, Tony? Mine arrived a few days ago. I just kind of left it. I'll be honest with you, I don't really get that excited about keyboards anymore. Like, this came in, I'm like, alright, we'll go take a look at it later. Whereas back then, like last year, I'd be like, yo, it's here. And then these days, I'm just like, all right, we'll test it out. Do you think it's luck, Ninja? Or is it Maybelline? PCB foam. What color did I get? I'll tell you this, it was very calculated. This is how you get the color that you want when you run for first come first serve extras. What you do is, let's get real close. The way you get first come first serve extras and you want to get your color, step number 1, fuck your color. Just pick the second or third option, whatever the fuck it is. If it's B-stock, if it's an ugly color, whatever. Never pick the first option. It's like going to the public restroom. You never want to go to the first stall. That one's probably gonna be trashed. The furthest stall, probably gonna be trashed too, because people think I don't want to get the first stall, I want to go to the one furthest. So everyone's thinking either first or last. You want to get one of the middle options. I just clicked it. I bought this for myself and we're gonna try it. EY was the last option, which I went for ASAP. You hit it, congrats. First one is the cleanest is all reverse psychology because they think it's the dirtiest. Or maybe it's reverse psychology. Don't worry, my booty hole has trashed all stalls, so. Yeah, the capture was nerve-wracking because sometimes they tell you to pick a photo that doesn't exist. Reverse. So we have a black Tengu as well as a black 7B. Do I have keycaps for it? No, I don't actually. Like, black is probably my least favorite color for boards because all my keycaps are light. So I don't know. Yeah, someone linked the weight protector. I might keep this. I didn't love the sound of it, but as a content creator that doesn't get hooked up with stuff like frogs and shit, you gotta make things happen for yourself, and this is me making it happen for myself. GMK First Love and Cat Space Dust would look so good on that. I do have a friend that I could probably ask for their First Love because I sold them First Love I bought from Extras from Novel Keys, interestingly enough, months ago. But I don't know how like into the hobby she still is. Ninja says, "That's fine, I'll take it off your hands." Ninja, I was trying to sell you the Black Oneko and you didn't even cop. I don't trust you anymore. Yeah, they're selling a weight protector. If you want to see pain, I'll show you what's happened with the SS weight on that. Let me pack this back up. Which is why people are trying to sell like a protector. It was a board in the thing before wrapping. Put that back. Oh, I also got another keycap set that would look good on this. I'll let you know when it comes in. Don't want to leak. I want to make sure it moves first. Yeah, white and navy are pretty popular. My first board is black, so it's interesting to kind of go back to that. My favorite would be the white. Usually is. Selling boards is always a hassle. I always try to wait for someone in the community to buy it because Mech Market hates streamers. And none of you guys ever caught. It's always disappointing. But the second I post on Mech Market, it just disappears. Rick says, sounds like you play Uno. Uno is one of the most common games to play with like youngins at family parties. It's like a little sense of gambling, I guess. Yeah. Oh, PCB. We'll be building this plateless. Plateless is my favorite feel. Hopefully it gives a reasonable sound. But to explain one of the sucky things about... If you look closely, there are scratches. You see that? Right where the camera is? The rest is dust, but there are micro scratches. Oh, there's something on the right, see? So either you put a condom over it or just live with it. I would rather just live with it. The whole point of having stainless steel is be able to flip it over and see it. If you avoid the wear on it, by putting a freaking Trojan on it. You know? Why put a condom over your board? Don't you want to see all of it? Feel all of it? What kind of condom fits that? Trojan. Magnum. Sometimes you just gotta use it and enjoy your shit for real. Like, my strikers shined now. My Taro shined. DMG has shined. Much less stress that you kind of just accept. Why keycap sets barely show the shine? Yeah, my minimals definitely shined. Car paint protection film? Do you apply that? What's a clear bra? What? ABS shine is not reversible because it's wearing of the material. What you're doing is adding a new texture to it. So you're eating at the material. Talking about this? Wait, what the fuck? Oh. Clear vinyl? Like a bra? It's really funny. Is this what they're trying to sell? $12 by $72. Hi, Mauricio. I'll add to the list. Alright, y'all. I think that's gonna be it for today. Answered our questions. Hopefully everyone that had a question got answered. Oh, Killen's question was like upcoming GB in the next 5 months. Next few months, $500 under. They're all under 500. Mode 65 is the most exciting thing considering how fast the refillment is. Get laptop skin and cut it to size. Should I debrand it? I don't know if you're gonna be able to send a link, okay? I don't know how to turn that off. Debrand it. Get a MKBHD debrand skin. Let's put it over the weight. Oh yeah, I'm ending the stream here. Have a great rest of your day. I will try to exercise today, I think. I was supposed to have my friend's one wheel today. Would have been fun. It is tomorrow because he got delayed from work. Alright, y'all. Have a great day. Peace.